Pep Guardiola called Erling Haaland the biggest problem of Manchester City. After losing 4 consecutive games in a row, Pep was under scrutiny and looking for whom to blame. Incredibly, he called Haaland one of the city's problems. But you and I know what the problem is. Watch until the end to find out who Manchester City needs to download to solve the problem. Before you dive into the video, please click the subscribe button and turn on notifications because that is what motivates me to create more content. Thank you. As the rest of the football world wonders about the alarming form of Manchester City, Pep Guardiola believes that at least knows the root of the problem. Speaking after City's 2-1 defeat at Brighton on Saturday, which marked the first time under Guardiola they have suffered 4 consecutive defeats in all competitions, their manager was defiant. "The level we play is good sometimes, but we can't continue for a long time," he said. "I'm pretty sure when the players come back after the international break and we develop some individual qualities in the team, we'll be back." Injuries have certainly taken their toll on City, as they have on some of their rivals for the Premier League title. Kevin De Bruyne's prolonged absence has hampered the team's creativity, while the absences of Ruben Dias and John Stones have left them vulnerable in defense. The biggest absence was undoubtedly Rodri, recently crowned with the Ballon d'Or and the man who keeps City's midfield moving. The Spaniard has been absent in 9 of City's last 10 defeats, underlining how much he is missed when he is off the pitch. But Rodri's knee ligament damage at the end of the season, so there is no chance that his return will provide a quick fix for Guardiola. Pep knows that he will have to find a creative solution to this tactical situation, as he has done in previous seasons. "It's my challenge. Our challenge, and I like to take it," he said. "I will not retire at all. More than ever, I want to do it. We will try again." However, focusing on the injuries ignores the 2 elephants in the room. One is the almost weekly blows in the numerous legal battles of the club with the Premier League, which is increasingly looking like a zero-sum game. The fact is that no one, inside or outside the club, knows what the next few months might hold for them. This could be a blowout or a dip, titles confirmed or withdrawn. The players may say they are focused solely on the pitch, but there are many at City for whom this must be a distraction. Which brings us back to Guardiola. With just over 7 months left on his current contract, we are no closer to knowing whether he will leave City next summer or extend his tenure for a 9th season. The Catalans are willing to lose one of their rights, and the architects of the city's climb to the top of Europe, the director of football, Txiki Begiristain, at the end of the season. Guardiola's previous contract extensions were confirmed in November, but the club remains tight-lipped on the matter. Pep said after Brighton that he knew people were desperate for the end of City's era of dominance. "I've felt it for many, many years," he said. Perhaps even the opponents are catching wind of the many uncertainties surrounding the Premier League champions. Guardiola hopes the upcoming international break will help his squad regroup as City look to restart their season ahead of the festive period. Here's a look at the City's losing streak and those that came before. Tottenham 2, Manchester City 1, Carabao Cup, October 30th. City have won the League Cup 4 times under Guardiola, but Spurs have made sure they will not add another this season. Time Warner and PEP scored in the first 25 minutes, and although Matheus Nunes halved the deficit, City could not find a way back. Erling Haaland gave City the lead, but goals from substitutes João Pedro on his return from injury and Matt O'Reilly on his Premier League debut turned things around. As well as securing Guardiola's longest losing streak as a manager, it was the first time City had lost a Premier League game in which Haaland scored. The worst run of his career. With Bayern Munich in May 2015, Guardiola suffered consecutive defeats against Bayer Leverkusen and Augsburg in the Bundesliga and his former club Barcelona in the Champions League. That run was preceded by a penalty shootout loss against Borussia Dortmund in the DFB Pokal semi-final, a result that was officially recorded as a draw, but is the only precedent for Guardiola to have been beaten 4 times in a row. He has already lost 3 consecutive City games on 2 occasions. First in April 2018, when a 3-2 league defeat to a Paul Pogba-inspired Manchester United was sandwiched between Champions League defeats against Liverpool. The other spanned 2 seasons and 3 competitions, with City losing the 2021 Champions League final to Chelsea, the Community Shield to Leicester, and the 2021-22 Premier League opener to Tottenham, all 1-0. With Barcelona, he never lost more than 2 consecutive games against Wisła Krakow and Numancia in his second and third games in charge in 2008, against Mallorca and Osasuna in La Liga in 2009, and against Chelsea and Real Madrid in April 2012. However, for the first time in his managerial career, Pep Guardiola oversaw his 4th consecutive defeat when Man City lost 2-1 to Brighton, which prompted many comments from the Spaniard. For the second week in a row in the Premier League, Arne Slot's side took advantage of City's drop in points to move 5 points clear at the top. Thank you very much for watching till the end. Let us know what you think about this video in the comments section below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more breaking football news. See you in our next video coming up today.